A welcome change to the forecast for your Friday as we head into the weekend. I'm sure a lot of you liked not driving in a whiteout or really in any snow at all this morning into work. Ride home is going to be easy as pie. And then as we head into the rest of the weekend and the work week, not a whole lot to watch for. Everything kind of quiets down. We get some mild air here and there. But as for big weather makers that could cause potential travel delays, we should be good through the weekend and into next week. Still some forecast differences depending on where you live. Right now, triple Doppler radar brought to you by RomanoCars.com is dry area wide. That's how it'll stay through the rest of the evening. We've been talking relentlessly about that mild air that's going to move in for the weekend. And that's where it is, that little area of yellow. That's where highs were into the upper 60s and 70s today. Even right now in Chicago, it's at 67. But that is a very big contrast from even the 40s in Detroit and the 20s here in Syracuse. So as this warm air moves in, it has a lot of work to do to push out this cold air. And I don't think the heart of this cold air is going to fully make it out of central New York tomorrow. That means some places up to the north could be hanging behind in the temperature department, not quite climbing to those 50s and upper 40s that we have scheduled for tomorrow. So let's give you the hometown forecast, because tomorrow it'll be quiet area wide, but the temperature is going to depend on where you live. As almost always, Syracuse and Onondaga County, we are right on the dividing line between that mild air and the cooler air. So for right now, we're calling for a high of 50 in Syracuse, and some places, especially to the west, could top out slightly above that, but even just to the east and northeast, we could be hanging back in the 40s. So it'll definitely feel warmer than normal for February standards, but don't think we'll be climbing all the way up there. The highest temperature readings will be to the south and west of Syracuse, could be in the upper 50s for Penn Yan and mid 50s for the Finger Lakes with a lot of sunshine. Same goes for the east. They'll be hanging back into the 40s. And then as we climb to the north, that's where extra cloud cover, maybe some sprinkles will be hanging on tomorrow, and slightly cooler temperatures. We may only reach into the upper 40s in Oswego County, and we only may reach into the low and mid 40s for places of the North Country tomorrow, with stubborn clouds and maybe a few flurries early in the morning. So still quiet, but cooler up to the north. So we pick up the Futurecast by Saturday afternoon. A lot of us are seeing those temperature readings above normal, and then mild air doesn't last all the way through the weekend. Sunday itself will still be above normal. Normal high for this time of year is 35. A lot of us will still be climbing close to 40 degrees, but notice what happens. That cold air, it starts to push the mild air back to the south. As it does so, cloud cover fills in for most of the day on Sunday. It'll have a gray feel, and we bring back the chance for an isolated sprinkle in central New York, maybe a flurry or light snow shower the further north you head, and still pretty quiet for the Finger Lakes. So very mild tomorrow, cooling back down for Sunday. By President's Day, we are still slightly cooler, but overall quiet, and then mild air returns in a big way midweek and beyond. We will reach into the 50s, and we will be quiet through the end of the week before our next big weather maker moves in for the weekend. Michael?